Weedums. Gang Spitter, y'all subscribe, like, share the video. That boy Bricc, baby, Mr. Booker Booker. Yeah, king of the get that butt. Yeah, the king of that. Yeah, his paperwork just got released today. Same day he trying to make bond out the feds. And the feds like, we're going to put a hold on that. We're going to put a pause on that. Keep him in there. Yeah, because he definitely, looking at the paperwork the feds got, he definitely a flight risk. See, I ain't know Bricc baby was a wild guy like that. Yeah, I ain't know he was wild like that. And when I say wild, that's exactly what I mean. I don't mean monster. The stuff I'm reading, the stuff I'm hearing, it ain't no monster vibe. Only time I'm seeing he a monster is towards his baby mama and his baby. After that, it's just a lot of, robbing, toting guns, hustling, fraud stuff, threats, stuff like that. He don't give me monster vibes. Like, he don't have Wayne Perry type of vibes in his paperwork. He don't have what Apple had in his paperwork. He don't have what Terrence Gangster had in his paperwork. You see what I'm saying? He not that type of guy. Like, he talking good as a bitch, like, but it ain't showing he a fool with the bing, 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 binging from the childhood, criminal history to now. But he's a wild guy. Like I say, he is a monster when it comes to his old lady and his baby. But when I'm reading this, it's saying shit like firearms and ammunition are recovered from the defendant home. That ain't no monster shit. That's wild shit. The defendant is intercepted discussing criminal activity, including pointing a firearm at his partner and child. See, he only a monster to his partner and child, his old lady and his baby. What it say? The defendant continued to threaten violence and carry firearms. That's wild shit. That ain't no monster shit. Like, the morning when they arrested Bricc baby, he had unsecured firearms and ammunition in the reach of his young child. That's wild shit. That ain't no monster shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't really giving like you need to be scared of him, or you should be scared to fight him. He not giving them type of vibes. What else he got? It's just stuff like that. More charges like that. So, like in 06, he had a narcotics and obstruction of law enforcement. He had that type of charge. 2010, reckless evading involving assault with a deadly weapon. That's wild. She ain't no monsters. 2012 to 2014, narcotics conviction. 2016, criminal threats conviction. Then he got shit like misdemeanors, arrests, and other conduct. Wow, shit ain't no monster shit. Then he got fraud crimes. That's some get money shit. That definitely ain't no, you know? So based on all that right there, that's letting the judge know, the courts know he's a flight risk. So keep him in there. So we can monitor them phone calls, monitor them letters. He gonna keep calling, trying to get on no jumper. We can hear everything, see everything. Yeah, we ain't trying to get that man no chance of running. Yeah, we ain't trying to get that man no chance of running or going back, putting his family in danger, because he can't even be around his kid. If we release him, where he going? Around his mama? Because we can't send him back to the girlfriend. Because he already threatened her. He'll pull Bricc out in front of the child. Have guns around the child. So not only is he a convicted felon and he don't supposed to be around guns, when he is around guns, he got them unsecured around a child. Where a child can grab it, an accident can happen. Then he threatened the mother of the child with the gun pointing at her, and she got the child in her hand, and he don't give a fuck. He on wiretaps. You understand that? So like, when he do shit like that, that really make him a bitch ass nigga though. Because why you gotta have a Bricc in your hand trying to straighten out your female, your old lady? Like, she shouldn't fear you at all, but your fear should be strong enough and good enough without no weapons like that. You don't need no gun, especially if you're a smacker and you're a body slammer and choke slammer, and stone cold stunner her and rock bottom her and pedigree her. Yeah, you doing all that to her, and she can't drive, she can't walk, she can't leave out the house, she all banged up. Why you gotta still pull the Bricc out, let alone she got a child in her hand? That ain't no written shit, but we'll get into that. I'm gonna let Sadie Nash break everything down. Y'all go subscribe to the hood lawyer, Sadie Nash. Get that man to 300,000 subscribers. Yeah, but I'm sure he don't mind me using the video. So y'all go subscribe to Sadie Nash. We're gonna let him break it down. As he breaking it down, reading everything, I'm gonna pause it and react to it. You gonna splash that?
Mitchell, defendant, asked this court to be released pending trial, arguing that a secure property bond is sufficient to reasonably assure the disappearance and the safety of any other person or the community. To the contrary, defendant's criminal history shows a dedication to crime and recidivism, no matter what the consequences. Moreover, his conduct during the investigation in this case shows the same dedication to a life of crime and an ability to comply with the rule of law. The indictment first alleges that the defendant, in shooting at individuals, possessed ammunition expelled from a firearm on January 12th, 2022. So they say he shot at somebody in 2022.
So that right there, when they saying he blicked at somebody in 2022 and all that there, that's not giving monster vibes. That's wild. You shot at, you didn't hit, you shot at. So that I can't really say that you're a monster or you deserve no soldier sign in the middle of your forehead. I can't say you can roll with the best friends in Detroit, or you can roll with Wayne Perry in DC, or you can roll with the Hot Boys in New Orleans. I can't say that. Yeah, you just blicked at somebody. That ain't, that ain't no monster shit, no demon shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, make a nigga scared of you.
They said he shot at somebody in 2022. Then on June 21st, 2023, the defendant was captured on an intercepted call arguing with a significant other, and when she repeatedly recounted that the defendant had pointed a gun at her while she was holding his infant child. Execution of a search warrant at defendant's home followed, in 3 firearms, including an AK-47 style gun and over 125 rounds of ammunition, were found. After law enforcement seized those weapons and arrested the defendant, he continued undeterred. In March 2024,
See, a lot of that frustration come from why he'll take it all out on her and do all that, pull blicks out and all that. That come from what he got to deal with on the internet. That same energy that he giving her, he really supposed to be giving that towards Whack 100, towards everybody else who come at him on No Jumper, on Clubhouse. He's supposed to link up with them and yeah, see if he was really getting it off his chest like a man towards them in front of their face and punishing them and really blowing them down, he really wouldn't have that anger still build up against her because he really putting pain in on the street. He really not doing that. So he just really taking it all in because it's the internet. He's taking it all in. He hearing everybody disrespecting him every day online. Plus he got to deal with the police shit. Then he got to deal with the Crip shit. Then he got to deal with all this other shit, the big U shit. So yeah, he can't really take it out on them because either they can whoop him or they bigger gangsters. They got more money, so they can make things happen. All he can do is respond on No Jumper from time to time. But he got to watch what he say, even though he was still saying some wild shit that got him fucked up. But yeah, when the little shit that she do, he gonna take it all out on her. He really want to point that same gun at Whack 100. He really want to point that same gun at other Crip members that he get into it with. Other people on the internet, people that's talking shit in the comments, whoever getting to him. He'll get mad at Adam 22 at times. He'll get mad at the security at No Jumper. Whoever, like, that's who he really want to do it to. So when he come home from dealing with all that death and she start popping her little shit, saying little shit, being disrespectful, calling him a bitch ass nigga and all that death, yeah, he just flash out. He whoop up, pull guns out because he really want her to be scared. But he also want her to love him and still do shit for him. Go pick this gun up, go pick this up, go do that, go do this. But then when she trigger him, it could be the smallest little things. He been dealing with all this bullshit from the outside world. He'll, yeah, put hands on her, just bad. He can't take it. Knowing he can whoop her, knowing he can do whatever he want, and then she ain't gonna go nowhere. She'll barely even call 911. Bricc just didn't know his phone calls was being intercepted by the feds. And yeah, they've been hearing everything. See, the feds know. Why wouldn't the feds want to get a wiretap on his phone when they see how he talk on interviews? So if you were talk like that with the cameras rolling and you know that the police watching, the feds watching, the whole world watching, whoever tuning in to No Jumper, imagine what he'll say on the phone when the camera's not rolling. He's going to incriminate himself even more. If he'll do it, if somebody got millions of subscribers and he'll do it on there, ain't no way he won't do it on the phone. So that was smart of the feds to, yeah. tap that phone. Cause look, when they did it, look what he's saying. Cause the female, she gonna keep reminding you what you did to her, especially if you're not apologetic, like you're not the type of guy that really make up with her after you do bullshit like that. So that's when she gonna keep talking about it and bringing it up on the phone or whatever, calling you bitch ass nigga and saying you don't care and all this shit. Yeah, she'll still stay there because you could provide money, the roof over her head, stuff like that. Like you pay for all that or whatever else. It could just be sex. It could be protection. I don't know. All of the above. But when you pull Blicks out on her, the kid right there, you body slam her, then you cuss out even more. After that, you don't really do it. At least Ike Turner, when he whooped Tina, she'll go to bed, wake up, she got gifts all on the bed, flowers, new outfit. Yeah, what you supposed to do? Maybe she wouldn't have carried it like that on the phone. Yeah, you body slam her, she can't walk. Yeah, you go buy a wheelchair, go buy a walker or something. Yeah, go buy an electric chair. Pull up outside and get the electric chair and get you a used van like Wallow got. You ain't gotta get one of them expensive vans, a used one. Pay about 8,000, 7,000 with about 175,000 miles on it. Yeah, with the ramp on it where she can ride up on the ramp, get up, build a ramp, spend about 2 or 3 stacks, put a ramp on y'all steps, especially if y'all got a house. So yeah, cause you whooping her, you slamming her where she can't walk and move. Yeah, go get the ice packs, put it on her thighs and legs, rub her down, bring her flowers. See, a lot of dudes who put hands on their female, they'll balance it out with gifts, and they don't just be. Nah, you do got the guys like you, they be mean all the way around the board. You got other dudes, they'll smack you, push you down, then they go get you that purse, that designer purse you wanted, or the shoes and your hair done, or give you some money, or shit like that. You just an asshole all the way around the board. So, and she's still there. She still records for you and on your side right now. She on your side right now. So you talk good as a bitch. You talk tough to her, but you ain't trying to leave either because you still stay too. So yeah, you ain't no better than her. If you say to her that you got it like that with her, it don't matter what you do, she ain't going nowhere. She can say the same thing because you won't leave her either. Because ain't too many girls gonna put up with all that. Like, especially when you start pulling blicks out on them. Some girls will take, you got girls that'll take a smack. They'll take a smack, but when you start balling your fists up, hitting them like a man, they can be like, oh, you really trying to fight me? You really trying to hurt me for real? Then they'll call the police. They may take a little smack or two, or you push them and stuff like that. You got different type of females. Yeah, but when you start pulling blicks out on them, pointing at them, and then you doing it in front of their child, because they could have had other dudes that put hands on them too, but they never did it in front of their child. So they still can be like, well, at least you don't do that shit in front of the babies and shit like that. We fight and argue, we do that shit in the room away from them. You start doing shit like that, and they feel like you don't care about them, and you balling up your fists, and you hurting them where they can't walk. Especially if your money don't cover everything. Like they still gotta work. They still, yeah. If they don't call the police on you, they could set you up, line you up. They don't do that. When it's time for you to go to trial, like a case like this, they'll be against you. All type of shit, man. Like sometimes they may not know what to do until they get the game. Then they make their move. Um, your luck could be so bad. You do all that shit there, they don't really got to do nothing. You'll whoop them, and the feds will hear the phone call because you doing other shit in the street, right? And then when they hear that, that's what make them come kick in the house, and you got guns all in there, choppers. See, y'all dudes that be putting y'all hands on y'all females, y'all gotta understand. If you really wild in the streets, if you real wild in the streets, right? You need to watch what you say, and when you on that phone, and watch, when you put your hands on your old lady, you kind of need to bite your tongue with your old lady when you really popping niggas in the street, robbing and doing a lot of shit, because you don't want the police. You don't want that to be the reason the police kick in the door and they find all the pills, all the lean, all the guns, all the switches, because you keep the button. It may not be on the gun, but you just keep the buttons at her house. You got all that shit at the house, and you fall out with her, and they come over there to kick the door in. Because it's a child, they hear all this shit. It's a child over there. You saying you don't give a fuck. You keep talking about on 60, and yeah. And females, y'all gotta understand, like, these are the type of niggas y'all be liking. So this what come with it. This what come with it. That's just like if a nigga cuff a prostitute or a girl like that, a streetwalker, what come with that would be STDs, maybe, HIV, maybe, AIDS, maybe, dealing with multiple niggas in her phone. Like, a lot of shit come with that. Other niggas, they want to do you something because they in love with her. Like, that's what come with stuff like that. Like, so if you date niggas that say on Pyro and on 60, on Hood, on BD, on GD, on Folk Now, all that shit there, yeah, when they get mad, these dudes, they steppers, they robbers, they scammers, they, trappers, they do all that there. They fighters, they be in and out of prison. When they get mad, they gonna do the same shit that they do to other people to you. They ain't gonna treat you no different. They gonna put everything, anytime when a nigga get mad, he put everything on his hood or his set. He don't know how to separate it even with his own family. You already know he gonna apply them game rules and game politics to you. And he ain't gonna give a fuck about none of that because he don't have the morals of a grown man. He's a real street gang member. You want real niggas, right? You want a real man, but it don't mix all that shit. Nah, a real man, he driving trucks. A real man, he do construction. A real man, he a firefighter, a teacher, a dentist, a lawyer. He got his own LLC, S-Corp. Them more like real man. You want a real street nigga. Whether he just trapping in the streets fully or you want a real game member, you like that shit. That turn you on. The banging, that type of lifestyle. Okay, yeah, they men, but they don't got the same morals as granddaddy and them, daddy and them. Nah. So when they get mad, they gonna up them blicks. They gonna put hands on you. They don't give the baby there. They kick you out. They'll kick you in your ass, all that. Still want you to have sex with them, top them off, all that. They still want you to do all that. So if you want this type of shit, man, you gotta be, the cons that come with it, violence. Calling you a bitch, calling you out your name in every sentence. They come with that. Because all the shit they gotta deal with in the streets, they don't know how to turn it on and off. They come with that. So you can't just want the good out of that. Even though regular guys can do you like that too. But it's for shit show when you're dealing with them. So yeah, you gotta take the good with the bad. Let's keep it going with setting ass though.
Defendant erupted at his place of employment, threatening individuals in the room and online with death, fighting security, and later admitting to possessing a firearm during that incident. Throughout 2024, the defendant made claims online of murdering people and threatening to do the same to others. Then, on March 18, 2025, the day before his arrest in this case, the defendant went on a live video podcast with someone whom he had previously threatened to kill. During the podcast, sitting across from that person, the defendant brandished a firearm in his waistband. The defendant was arrested the following day, an unsecured firearm with multiple magazines of live ammunition matching that seen in defendant's waistband on the podcast were found where defendant was staying with his young child. All of the above conduct occurred after years of violent crimes, firearm possession, evading charges, and troubling conduct disseminated throughout the internet. Defendant's lengthy periods of incarceration and supervision have not deterred him from continuing to commit dangerous crimes. There is no reason to believe this arrest will be any different, and the safety of the public demands that defendant remain detained. Bruh, you gotta be kidding me. Statement of facts. Defendant is intercepted discussing criminal activity, including pointing a firearm at his partner and child. In the first several months of 2023, defendant was intercepted on multiple court-authorized Title III wiretaps, both on his phone and his associate's phone. On multiple calls, defendant discussed criminal activity. Throughout March 2023, defendant discussed how the mother of one of his children accused him of pointing a gun at her, and defendant claimed it was a lie. But on June 20th, 2023, a second person accused defendant of the same conduct. That day, defendant's significant other, KC, stated, "You pulled a gun out on me with your daughter. You pulled a gun out on me in front of your daughter. You pointed a gun at me with your..." Defendant responded, "I don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Ever since I've been with you." The following day, defendant argued with..."
See that right there? That's nasty work right there. That's nasty work. That's monster work right there. Because, see, this the thing. When she's saying that, this what the feds and everybody, like the police, whoever, when they listening. When she's saying that, she accusing you of that. Okay, now, your answer, your response shouldn't be, "I don't give a F, B word, and all that stuff." You need to be given good reason why you did that. You need to be given good reason why you did that, though. Was it because she lined you up, got you robbed, got your car shot up while you was in it? She ain't do that. Why you ain't saying that? She ain't do that. Did she give you an STD? Is you itching? Is your my chart messed up? She ain't did you that. So she ain't give you HIV or nothing. So hold up. So she didn't set you up to be robbed. She didn't set you up to be deleted. She didn't give you no STD or no HIV or nothing like that. She didn't burn you. Why is the gun getting pulled out? You supposed to respond back and say, "Cause bitch, you did this, 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 and that." She didn't. You didn't have $100K in the bank account, a shoebox. She took it. 20K, your last 30K, your last 15K, and she took it. You ain't saying, "Bitch, I came in the house, I caught you smoking dope in front of the kid." Ain't nothing like that. I'm trying to give you some excuses, and you're not saying it. You saying, "I don't give a F." Because if you had them type of excuses, you wouldn't say, "I won't give a F." You'd be like, "Well, bitch, you try to get me killed." So what is she doing to you to make you do all this stuff? You don't have no good defense. Is you just doing this over petty little arguments? So if it's little petty little arguments, it shouldn't go that far. It shouldn't go that far where you got to pull a weapon out. See, a lot of these street dudes, they be wanting their girl to be scared of them. And when a girl fall in love with you, unless you really pop her or stab her, she not gonna be scared of you. She not, because she around you every day. She know all about you. So it's gonna be hard for somebody like that to be scared of you. If you want her to be scared of you, you should have never made her fall in love with you. You should have, y'all first meeting, you should have tried to attack her, kidnap her. That they scared of stuff like that. Like hood girls, they scared of getting kidnapped and stuff like that. So if you ain't on that type of timing, or you just a hitman and you after them or some shit like that, and they don't really know you, stuff like that scare them. But you can't make them fall in love with you. You done made her CUM 1,000 times, made her body shape like a red nose. You done had a baby by her. Come on, man. Even if you smack her, she's not gonna be scared of you. She know you could beat her. She's still not scared of you. She just know she can't beat you. So, but what is she doing though for you to do all of that? So if it's a little simple, little petty little arguments because you're not getting your way, or what? She in the house all the time. What? She don't cook. Now with that, if it's little petty little arguments and you got to put your hands on her, all you need to do is, since you can't walk away because your walk away presence ain't strong enough, you leaving her or threatening her to leave ain't strong enough. That means you must don't pay all the bills. You must don't bring enough value to the relationship, because just saying "I'ma leave" should hurt the girl. That should crush her. She should be scared of that. Like, I don't want this nigga to leave. That's why you got to treat her so good, better than all the other niggas she had. So when you say "I'ma leave," she bow down. So since you can't do that, all right, the only thing you need to be doing that's violent, since you got to do something, is do what DMX did on Belly with Keisha. Just shake her. He came out the shower and he was naked, and she was like, "Who the fuck is that then?" And he was, "Shut the fuck up, shut up." And he was shaking her. That's about it. Because the argument is petty, so you don't need to pick her up and slam her, knock all the wind out of her. She could have seizures and stuff like that. So you don't need to be triggering that shit like that. You can just shake, throw up against the wall. Not throw her against the wall. Pin her against the wall. Don't throw her. because she could hit her head on the wall. You pin her against the wall, when her hands up, then kiss in the mouth. Stuff like that. That's what you can do. You don't need to be doing all of. Now, if you got to pick up a slammer, do that on the bed, and don't do it the way you slam on her head. So you need to, if you slamming her, don't be trying to kind of fall with her. So when you throw her across your shoulder, you fall on the bed with her. That way you know she ain't gonna crush her neck, she ain't gonna break her neck, she ain't gonna fall wrong. And or you could just if you want her to say stop, okay, bow down like that, you can just put your elbow in the back, tickle her. A lot of girls ticklish. You can tickle her, stuff like that. You don't gotta smack her. You don't gotta ball up your fist. You can put the elbow in the back on her thighs. Yeah, put the elbow in that thing, and don't do it for too long, 4 or 5 seconds. Okay, because they're gonna say okay real quick. You can do that if you got to do something. Like I say, shake her, pin her against the wall, kiss in the mouth, stuff like that. Letting her know I'm not really trying to hurt you. Yeah, but I'm just trying to get some straightening. Then you ain't got to worry about her getting on the phone. You be doing this, doing that. She ain't gonna do all of that because you're not making her cry. You're not doing stuff to make her cry. You're not doing stuff to make the kid cry. Make her, like you really hurting her. You just shaking her, bam, bam, bam. Pin her against the wall, not throw her against the wall. Pin her against the wall. So if you already got her pretty much at the corner of the wall, you just walk up to her a little bit more. It could be the refrigerator. Pin her up against it, kiss her, and it go there. And let her release all your stress, all your anger. Let her, shit like that. Since you can't walk away, you ain't got no walking away power, and you got to do something. Because, you can't push off your anger on the real street niggas. The niggas that act hard, you can't push your anger on that. You can't even do that to Adam 22 because he cut your check. Cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it. Yeah, he cut your check, so you can't even go off on him at times. So, yeah, man, that's about the only thing. Because, you was doing her wrong, and by you doing that, you caught all these gun cases, which probably led you to tell, because you say you tired of the police doing what the police say, so they probably led you to tell and all this shit there, all because you was whooping her tail, pulling out Bricc and shit like that, and you ain't got no good reason. Now, that's a good reason to pull a Bricc out on her. It ain't never a good one in front of the child, but it's a good one to pull the Bricc out on her if she try to set you up to get deleted and all that there. But you still a sucker because you still with her. I ain't gonna say you a sucker if she try to get you deleted and nigga came through and blew at you and it was because she gave you your information. Now you ain't a sucker if you handle her for that and pull the Bricc out, but you still a sucker because you still staying with her, like you still in a relationship with her. So you still a sucker for love. So it's just nasty work, man. The only reason why I'm saying do the shaking and pin up against the wall and all this shit done, if you do got to slam her, you fall with us, you don't really damage her and shit like that because you're going to put your hands on it anyway. So, you need to turn down the pain. You need to turn down the physical attacks. Because, what you got to pick up something that you can use deadly force with. For what? Then your hand slip. Then you're going to scare, you're going to cock it back. So your hand can slip and it should go off. Kid right there, the kid witnessed that. And it's your kid. Come on, man. She ain't did nothing for that. So what happened to her if she really do something like that, that'll make you feel like you gotta do that? You gonna pull the trigger, right? She ain't gotta do nothing to them extreme levels, like I'm saying, like setting you up. It can just be she talking to another nigga on the phone. You'll crash out over that. Look what you want to crash out and do a life sentence for. Look what you saying on the phone. You telling everybody, man, I delete her. I do this to her. She want to die in front of your kid. You saying all like that. So you wouldn't crash out on White 100 on the other Crips you had issues with. Nobody like that, but you'll crash out on your old lady, the one that's there for you right now, that's still answering them phone calls and doing this and that. That don't make no sense. So that's what you want on your rap sheet. The first time a body get on your rap sheet, you want it to be a female. That ain't no setup girl. It ain't nothing like that. It's just the one that, you know, that made you see you 1,000 times. She done ate your booka booka. She done ate your booka booka before. You don't put no blick out on no girl that eat booty. You know how hard it is to find black women that eat booty? You gonna put a blick out on her? Because if you saying booka booka and all that stuff, she had to do something like that to you. Yeah, like she don't mind a cigarette smoke. She eat you out. She eating butt full of nicotine. She don't mind the taste of the nicotine. She kiss you in the mouth, and you smoke cigarettes and you smoke blunt. You don't never give your lungs a break. You don't brush your teeth every day because you be mad. You forget because your sleep time off. You be up 7 o'clock in the morning. You don't even brush your teeth for that day, and you don't really smell the morning breath because you always lighting the cigarette up. So that take over the morning breath and the stinking breath. You have cigarette breath and blunt breath and drinking beer or liquor and shit like that breath, lean, whatever. So man, let me play this Eddie Nash shit, man.
See again about her picking up her daughter, ordering her to take the baby outside. You stupid. You sit in the house all day. You dumb asshole. KC told defendant she could not walk or drive because defendant up her leg and that he was the one who hit on people. Defendant responded, "Man, I was 6 hours. Shut the up, bitch. I just told you, nigga. You keep playing with a nigga. You just want to see a nigga." Defendant told KC, "Y'all know how to do my Bricc baby voice. I can't do it like point and shoot though." To leave and said that they were done. On the same day, Casey again stated, "It was so that you can't even apologize for the shit that you do. You never apologize for treating me bad, pulling a gun out on me like this shit cool for you. But you want me to go do shit? You talking about you don't want me? Shit you got going on, but you gonna pull a gun out on me and my child though, right?" Defendant responded, "I was 6 out. Yeah, you don't get. I don't give a. I don't give a. I don't. I was 6 out crip, nigga." Firearms and ammunition are recovered from defendant's home. Following the above-mentioned calls, law enforcement obtained search warrants for defendant's home, car, and person. Inside his home, law enforcement found 3 firearms and ammunition listed in.
Hold up right there. You definitely do give a fuck though. One thing I like about you, Bricc baby, you lie a lot on 6-0. You lie a lot on that 6-0 name. Cause you still with her. So you definitely give a fuck though. You just trying to sound tough as a bitch. That's all. You talk good as a bitch. That's it. Oh, you definitely you just like her. You still with her. Yeah, don't nothing in this indictment or this paperwork say that you're a player, that you're a pimp, you have multiple women. None of that does. So what you mean you don't give a fuck? And every night you back in her bed. You back up under her and all that stuff. Come on, man. Like,
2 of the indictment: a .380 caliber pistol, a 9mm caliber pistol, and a 5.56 by 45 caliber assault rifle, style firearm, and over 125 rounds of ammunition. Defendant tried to drop some of the firearms and ammunition from his balcony into the courtyard of his apartment complex, just as he previously stated that he would on another intercepted call. God damn, Bricc. Defendant is recorded on intercepted calls making other admissions. Throughout the remaining period of wiretaps, defendant made countless assertions or threats pertaining to violent conduct and weapon possession. For example, on February 20th, 2023, defendant stated that he did not respect the elders in the gang and would pop anyone on 6 out. On March 6, 2023,
one thing about it, you definitely be lying when you talk like that. You don't care about no older people in the gang, no elders, and you'll pop anyone. That's not in your rap sheet though. You will pop at something, but you ain't just popping anyone. Cause it should say on your shit, you shot this one this year, you shot that one this year. You don't go to jail for bodies and attempts on people's lives and assault with a deadly weapon back to back. You more, I get caught with blicks, domestic violence, fraud, more blicks you get caught with, drugs, high speed chase, don't go to court. That's why I say you wild. That's it. But you're not a problem though. You know you got some connections. You start mingling down there in Atlanta, shit like that. You start doing your little shit right there, but you're not a problem. You're not nothing to be feared in the streets of LA. You ain't no different from another gangbanger. They do wild shit just like you. But I'm not seeing where a soldier sign should be placed in the middle of your forehead. You're supposed to be scaring me right now. You're not scaring me. You just a nigga that'll, whoop his girl, that'll run from the police, that keep blicks on them, that get caught with drugs, that'll rob something, home invasion, a little scamming here and there, sell a little gas, sell a little dope, shit like that. Typical street nigga shit. Like, you're not scaring me though. You need to be scaring me, man. When I'm in here about the shootings and you not shot at, I'm talking about, yeah. I'm trying to get you to get a cross in the middle of your forehead and you failing me. You disappointed me, Bricc, baby. Talking about you got more bodies than a dude got squabbles. No, you got more buka bukas. You got more buka bukas than a dude got squabbles. Where's the bodies? Where's the bodies? Yeah, where they at? You ain't top rank. I don't think you top rank in the 6-0 for really catching hats. Like, you the top tier hat catcher. You're not the top tier nigga in kill squad, whatever that squad called. Come on, man.
It was on the phone with his mother, the proposed surety here, and found the mother of his child outside his house. He told his mother that the mother of his child was in gangland and wanted to expire early. Defendant asked the mother of his child if she wanted to die in front of her son. Out 6 out as defendant's mother screamed at him to stop because he may be being recorded. Mama knows best, man. On March 6, 2023,
you'll turn up like that in front of your mama. You'll turn up like that in front of your mama. Like, and it ain't about nothing. Like, you're not saying what it's about. Like, that's how I know it's like you just trying to show out, trying to flex your power on the wrong people. In front of your mama, in front of your old lady, in front of your daughter. Come on, man. Not in front of the nigga who got hats, who could fight, who ain't gonna turn out no squabbles. Not none of them. Because they need to be saying these same things. But with the feds reading the shit that your girl witnessed and your mama witnessed, other street guys in the street need to say, yeah, that nigga, I seen him. Yeah. Come on, man. Like, because I bet you them OGs and them elders and the shit, you say you'll pop anybody. I bet you they don't know that. They don't think that about you when you come around. We got to watch out for Bricc, bro. That wild, bro. That nigga don't got no respect for nothing. They don't feel like that. All the Crips should know that about Bricc Baby. Like, Bricc Baby, he'll smoke any one of us. Like, we play with him, we got to come with the bean, nothing less. Them niggas are, man, the average one to fight you. They ain't got to, like, we need a gun for Bricc Baby. They don't need no gun for no Bricc Baby. Yeah, you the type when you seen 4 Extra, you stuck your hand out trying to shake his hand. He like, man, nah, I need to holler at you. Ain't no handshake. I want to get dapped up. You want to slap your mama up, but you want to dap 4 Extra up. Come on, man.
They told KC that the police were acting stupid, that he was tired of doing what they told him to do, and that he was ready to shoot the mother of his child. Later that day, defendant.
Okay, what you tired of the police telling you to do? What you tired of? You tired of him? You tired of them telling you to set up rappers? You tired of them telling you to report everything you done said? I mean, report everything you got on other Crip gang members? To run back what you said on No Jumper or this one said on No Jumper? What you tired of? You tired of all the shit they telling you to do and the money ain't adding up? So you getting frustrated with the cops. You getting frustrated with No Jumper and the stuff that going on now. You getting frustrated with the comment section. You getting frustrated with other Crip members. You getting frustrated with Whack 100. So all that build up in your brain and they tell you to delete your old lady, your child's mother. Like, you a good daddy. Let alone you can, if the mama gone, you can replace the mama. Your presence alone replace the mama and you can do your daddy shit. The daughter won't miss a beat. Bricc Baby, you can't read good. You wasn't in the top tier math classes. You don't know all your colors. You can't say all your colors. You don't know how to count to 100 and don't mess up. You don't know how to say your ABCs without saying elemental P. You don't know how to do that. You don't know how to do homework past the 4th grade. You don't know how to do your baby hair. You don't know how to even pick out female clothes. You can't even do that. You don't even know how to go grocery shopping good. You'll get number junk food. You don't know how to really cook except spreads and shit like that. Mixing oodles and noodles with Doritos, with the cheese, that little bullshit cheese. Cutting up the Slim Jim, throwing it in there, stuff like that. You don't, come on, man. Like, but you want to delete the mama. The baby gonna have all rashes down there, with her tutu at, cause you don't change the baby in time. Gonna get frustrated when the baby crying all through the night. Don't never burp the baby. The baby be stinking now. The baby don't got no teeth, newborn, but the baby breath already stink. Don't never be around the baby. Your mama always got the baby. So you gonna make your mama be a mama, another mama now, a new mama. Cause you know jumper shouted. On hood shouted. On 6-0 shouted. But not a father. When your daughter see you, she see guns pointed at her and her mama. When she see you, that's what she see. The barrel of a gun. When she hear you talk, it's cuss words and yeah, dogging her mom out, making her feel low, telling her to get out. Yeah, that's all she know from you.
Another unindicted male that he can kill a mother of his child out sex out. On March 28, 2023, defendant said that he would body slam the mother of his child on her neck to stop playing with him. In the same call, defendant discussed how it felt to kill someone and had to go to school and play basketball the next day. Come on, man. Defendant continues to threaten violence and carry firearms. In addition to the intercepted calls online, defendant continued to threaten violence, carry firearms, and discuss both. For example, in March 2024, defendant crashed out at his place of employment, threatening to shoot people and eventually fight a security guard. Defendant later admitted in separate interviews that he had a firearm on him during the altercation and that he brought his daughter with him to the studio. And y'all remember that damn thing right there. In June 2024, defendant argued over the phone, with an individual and claimed he had killed more people than the other had fought. Defendant stated that he swore to be true on his 4 babies, which he repeated many times. In later attempting to downplay this claim, defendant stated that even if he had one murder, that would be more than the other person had fights. On March 18, 2025, the same individual who defendant previously threatened and claimed to have more skulls than he had squabbles joined the same podcast. During the filming, defendant showed that he had a handgun in his waistband. But come on, look at this shit. You can't make this up. And I knew these niggas was watching. Bro, I just said this in my other video. Nigga, you can't be serious. Defendant is charged with repeatedly possessing a firearm and ammunition despite numerous felony convictions. Defendant is now charged with multiple counts of possessing firearms and ammunition, all in violation of 18 U.S.C. 922G. The first charge stems from defendant shooting 3 bullets in a business parking lot in July 2022 to ward off would-be robbers. The second charge involves all the firearms and ammunition found at his home in June 2023. Both of these charges follow 5 felony convictions from 2010, 2012, 2014, 2016, and 2020, respectively. While the pretrial services report includes a longer criminal history with out-of-state convictions, the morning of defendant's instant arrest, he had an unsecured firearm and ammunition in reach of his young child. On March 19, 2025, law enforcement arrested defendant on the felon in possession charges in the indictment at his residence in Gardena, California, with his significant other and young child. Agents found a Glock 26 firearm and a 17-round Glock magazine with 16 rounds of 9mm ammunition, as well as another magazine and 16 rounds of 9mm ammunition. Defendant kept all of that unsecured, despite residing with his significant other and child he had already threatened with a firearm before. Despite being arrested with all the firearms and ammunition at his residence in June 2023, despite his many felony convictions prohibiting him from possessing firearms or ammunition, and despite California Penal Code 32310 prohibiting possession of large capacity magazines, i.e., those holding more than 10 rounds, defendant's criminal history is full of violence and supervision violations. As shown in the pretrial services report and the indictment itself, defendant's multiple firearm and ammunition possession charges in this case are far from defendant's first crimes. 2006 narcotics and obstruction of law enforcement. Almost 20 years ago, defendant earned his first felony from a narcotics distribution conviction, while he was also charged with willful obstruction of law enforcement officers by use of threats or violence. He was sentenced to 10 years probation and given a second chance with community service and schooling conditions. 2010. So understand that. So that's 4 years afterwards, right? 2010, reckless evading involving assault with a deadly weapon. In 2010, defendant's criminal charges escalated with a charge for assault with a deadly weapon with great bodily injury, likely, and a conviction for evading a peace officer with disregard for safety. Defendant was sentenced to 365 days in jail in 3 years, according probation, a violation of which resulted in 2 years confinement. So he did 2 years. All right. According to certified conviction records and police reports for original crime, police saw a sex worker enter defendant's car. Yeah. And defendant then sped off seeing police. Defendant led police on a high-speed chase through stop signs and red lights. At some point, defendant pushed the female out of the moving vehicle. Bricc is a wild. Goddamn, Bricc. You pushed the hoe out. At some point, defendant pushed the female out of the moving vehicle. The victim landed on her face, and the defendant ran over her thigh with his car. The victim later stated that she asked to be let out multiple times, but the defendant refused until he later threw her out. Bricc is a monster. God damn.
See? Even Sid and Ass saying it. Look, how come when Sid and Ass say monster, why is he saying it after he's explaining that you ran over a female, you threw out the car, and you ran over her thigh? That's the only time you do your monster shit, is when it's to females. Why he ain't say Bricc is a monster after he announced the murder that they saying that you committed, or that you shot down some Pyrus or whoever else you into it with some Mexicans or some shit like that? Why it ain't that? Why is the wild monster shit pertaining to a female? You in the car with the female, y'all run from the police, she saying let me out. You don't let her out. Then you finally let her out, you push her out, she fall on her face, then you run over her. That's what make you a monster. That's how you get your monster stamp. Not because you deleted some Crips, you done deleted some Bloods, some Mexicans. You just a real problem out here. When you rob, you really robbing niggas that's a problem. Not like nothing, something that's a problem. Like you really stand out for really putting pain in these LA streets. But no, nigga gotta give you your monster card, your monster reward when it comes to females. You ain't why you ain't never run over no Pyrus, no Bloods, no Mexicans, no skinheads, no 40 Crip members, no none of that. Why is it females? That shit crazy.
The victim also stated that the defendant said he had something he needed to get rid of during the chase and threw a handgun out the window. Yeah, of course you're going to snitch on you. Nigga, you pushed the hoe out the moving vehicle and ran her thigh over. 2012 to 2014. Sorry.
So really, after that, he really just running down his old criminal history and shit like that. Which, you know, I can see why Bricc Baby started snitching and shit like that. He got a long rap sheet. He had a long rap sheet, like pretty much put everything on it, except a homicide. Everything else is on there. Like he never have a good 5-year run. He get locked up every other summer, every 2 years, every year, once a year, shit like that. Like so, he got bad luck as far as like staying out the way. He got bad luck as far as like not getting caught. So yeah, like I can see how the feds or the state of work could deal with him because he got so many connections in the hip hop industry. When Atlanta opened doors, with open arms for him, and he come down there and he start hanging with Pee Wee Longway and Migos and Gucci Man and Thug and this one and that one, and yeah, they buying into the LA Connect shit like that. Like he got some shit to tell on now. He got some shit to tell on. He done seen a lot of shit. Probably done did robberies with with Atlanta rappers. Pretty sure trapping shit like that. They done went on licks, all type of shit, man. Like, let alone what he know about his own gang, the 40s, the blood, information. Like, cause street nigga, they trade war stories. So yeah, like, if anybody ever told Bricc Baby a war story, you need to be nervous. He got me nervous, got me nervous. That Sosa man, get on that Sosa man shit, man. Yeah, man, like, I don't see that man getting no bond. I could definitely see him being a rat. I could definitely see that. Cause he really don't seem like he no prison type. If you gotta go to prison, yeah, but if it's a way out, I feel like he'll take that. People are already calling him a rat. He already know how to work the internet. He already know that ain't gonna stop him on the internet. So if he can get out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Bricc Baby, like I said, he's just a wild guy. He's just a wild guy. That's all he is, though. And what's y'all thoughts on this shit, though, man? Like, I really don't even really make videos on LA type of content, shit like that. So, what y'all feel about, Big U? He said he taking that shit to trial. He facing life, though. He pled not guilty. Yeah, man, pled not guilty, man. He said he ain't going. I ain't going back. That's what that man screaming, man. He on this Mr. Big shit, take this shit to trial. He ain't going back. Facing the L, he ain't got nothing to lose, man. He ain't got nothing to lose, so he gonna win and take this shit to the dough. He feel like all the evidence they coming at him with, he feel like he still got a fighting chance. Even though it may be some people that's gonna tell on him, testify against him, man, he uppercutting. He may want to take it to trial just to see who telling on him. Cause he finna, when he get that sentence, he finna cut up behind that wall. Finna get some shit handled. Still finna call shots. It could be that. Like, he ain't trying to take it to trial because he know he gonna beat it. Or he feel like he gonna beat it. He gonna take this shit to trial to see, yeah, he ain't finna let y'all niggas he ain't finna just plea out so he don't really get to see who, yeah, speaking out against him or went against him or then stand on 10. It be that too, though. So, only time I tell with this situation, though, man. But, yeah, I don't know if Bricc Baby got no bond. I ain't heard nothing, so he probably ain't gonna get it. Loose Cannon got a better chance. Loose do over Bricc Baby. Then that fight they just had, they fighting Bloods or whatever. That shit ain't gonna help. That's why it's going. That's gonna be the final stamp on why you don't get no bond. That fight. So whoever made y'all do that or forced y'all to do that or y'all acted on your own, that was a setup. That was a setup. So you got all that about you, and then when you get in here, you still doing shit. So how the hell when you get out, you ain't gonna do shit like that? Come on, man, no bond. They could fuck Loose Cannon up too, though. So y'all share the video, y'all hit that like button, y'all follow me on IG, Doug_gang_spitter, the Cash App, $Doug Gang Spitter 704. He was with